Hi everyone, Hayden here. Welcome to my YouTube video. Today I'm going to talk about whether to prep in-house, like in your house, or get a unit or get a warehouse, or to outsource the prep to a prep centre. Now, I've personally done both. I've tried a couple of prep centres, and also I now have my own unit and I actually prep in-house currently. Obviously there's benefits to both. And obviously I'm very busy prepping in-house in my unit because I actually personally am prepping that myself at the moment. But obviously I'm making a lot more money doing so. So just to run over this quickly for anyone that's sort of beginning or who's unsure which route to actually go down, whether to prep in-house or to get it outsourced at a prep centre, I think that a lot of people outsource the prep too early and are looking for this sort of laptop lifestyle without really thinking about how much money they're losing at the start. So when you start your Amazon FBA business, I've been doing it for about 9 months now, but when I started, I was spending most of my money on prep centers. So all the profit that I was making, all the net profit, I was spending on the prep center. Now, that's okay, but I was left with minimal profit, right? But actually, I don't think I was left with any profit, because even though my dashboard may have said net profit, I'm left with, say, £200-300 in that month because I've spent 400, 500, 600 on prep. Okay, what you've got to include in that is the mistakes that you've made. When you start out on Amazon doing online arbitrage or retail arbitrage or whatever you're doing, it's inevitable that you're going to make mistakes. Some of your lines are just not going to sell and you're going to have to lose money or break even on them items to get rid of them. Okay, so even though your dashboard after your prep fees at the beginning may say you've made money, you haven't necessarily made money, because that's not taking into account the items that you're going to inevitably make mistakes on at the start. So that's why I recommend at the start of your Amazon FBA business actually prepping in-house for as long as you possibly can to actually offset any mistakes, to actually start making money from the off in order to reinvest that money back into the business, get it churning, get it going, and then think about the prep later. So that's the sort of the first thing to think about. Okay, the second thing to think about is that, look, all the big sellers that I know, like the really freaking big sellers I know, I mean they're doing like $1 million plus, 10 million, 15 million. All the big boys prep in-house, and that is not, either they've got their own unit, they've got their own warehouse or warehouses, okay? They don't outsource that to a prep center. So the way I think is that if you follow what most people do, you'll get most people's results, okay? I know sellers that are relatively big, 30, 40,000 a month turnover, but they're only making sort of 2.5 grand, 3 grand net profit after that, because a lot of it's going on VAs, which is sort of fine, you know, and then a lot of it's going on prep. Most of it is going on prep, okay? Once again, obviously they're going to be a lot better at that stage, but you've got to remember that there's also mistakes in there. So what is actually the net profit? Because there's still going to be mistake buyers. There's still going to be buyers that don't sell as quickly as you wanted them to sell, okay? All I know is that I'm going to stick to prepping in-house. I'm going to have my own unit. I'm going to be prepping in-house, and I am going to make sure that my business is making enough money to hire a part-time or full-time member of staff as soon as possible, so that then I've got a fixed fee for my prep going out every month, and then I can just scale and scale and scale. Okay, one full-time member of staff should be able to prep 400 or 500 items a day. Okay, a day. So I can get the business huge by just having one full-time employee prepping all of them items 5 days a week, 5-6 days a week. Yeah, to spend that money on prep would be a lot more, because you've got to think of the boxes as well. You can't recycle the boxes as easily. You know, you usually get charged £2 a box as well. It's all these little things, you know. I'm just about to do a deal with some second-hand boxes. Hopefully I'm going to get them really, really cheap. And it's little things like that that just bring the overheads down, so that you haven't got a set outgoing per item, right, including all the mistakes you're going to make, and it's just a set price that I'm going to have to pay to prep each month, and then that will just keep going up in increments rather than me having to pay 40 to 70p per item that's sent out. I think that's the best way to do it. That's how I'm doing it. Obviously, whatever your thoughts are, drop them in the comments, but that's personally what I'm going to do, prepping in-house.